Hey everybody, I want to share you of the bearing mid whose bearing. You see, do understand about this one. This one is the rotation through the bearing. Then her ABS sensors. ABS sensors send the signal to the ECU. ECU understand if the bearing is back, so do bearing back like this. If you drive on the highway, you hear from the car tung 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 tung. So then this bearing is problem. I want to show you here. We have tool like this. We have tool like this. We can take out the bearing like this out of the house. This one take it out and then cut off the bearing. Also press mitten here. Also your tool and you can see. So this one, the CV valve, CV, this brake, the bearing is problem also. When the bearing problem, the signal like this. If you run 90 or 80 kilometer per hour from 40, 30, you see, tung 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 tung. If you take what you talk about, then the clip also press with then this one you have to link and so this one also you take out from this one. My tool for soft pressing is the 20 ton compressor, the bearing of the hoop, the bearing of the wheel. It is important for our mechanic. We must have this one because very important for our use here. So I want to share with you. We can create shell. We can cut the metal like this, very thick. Then some 20 hydraulic. Yes, very important. So you here. A customer. Why the car have all this one? Because the car needs the wheel rotation on the way. So we have bearing sit with CV Asher. So can we try with a broken hook, broken bearing. I think that it is something try on the back heel bearing. No, for my answer is no. Why? It can, in fact, it's very dangerous to try if one of your bearing is warm up, especially since it may cause the wheel to stop while driving. Additional, a damaged wheel bearing puts a lot of stress on the hoop. You see the hoop bearing damage, the hoop stop, so the wheel stop. So it is very important. A damaged wheel bearing put a lot of stress on the hoop, the CV joint, and the transmission itself. So it is important for all of the driver must understand about this. I can ask you, wheel bearing and the hoop the same thing? I think you can answer me. There are two types, bearing and hoop and wheel. Both the employ the same physics characteristic of bearing, in that they house the bearing sphere. There are the lubricant for the spring, a load to the wheel and rotation. A major difference between two is how they are assembled. For you, if the bearing fell like this, you must replace. It is very important. Bearing not affect on another, but bearing can stop the car on the way. So very important for the driver. We must replace to take out bearing, compress with the tool and till, so the bearing also then. So we must replace. We can activate because if you wait, the car can stop. If you did not take action, the car can stop. Do you understand what I mean? The car can stop. Do not avoid, but it means you must try. I think that 5,000 kilometers must change bearing with the hoop, with the house bearing, with this, break this, and bearing this one. A failed wheel bearing will be increased difficult try, but a high quality bearing can drive for. If quality can try, and drive 10,000 kilometers. Yes. I think it is cheap for bearing replace, but the cost of the level cost for change the bearing it's high. If your bearing fail, it can will to stop. While you driving on the possible to fail off at very least before a wheel fail off. A fail where bearing can be cost significant damage your vehicle, so it is very important keep this and keep them maintained. Yes, must maintain, must repair. So you can have power this one, take this one, power. This is our power 5,000 Newton meter. With this one, I think this okay. And we have compressed to the tank. This is okay. You can play. At very least before wheel fell off. A welfare of bearing will cause significant damage in vehicle. Very important and keep to maintain for my suggestion. So you must update about use because you should expect a well bearing. Respect if we hear from the car. However, this number is normally guessed. It also depends on the quality of the bearing. Unless the bearing all side will overwork, it's no need to replace them all at once. You should only swap off this one. Does wheel bearing affect brake? Rotor to have alignment wheel by wheel bearing. If you have a failing loose bearing, the rotor will wobble on its axis. This wobble causes rotor push caliper piston into the bores. Now when you hit the brake pedal, the piston can to travel further than normal apply the brake. So very important. Alignment wheel, alignment rotor, alignment brake, this is alignment mid bearing. It's important. It's the best for we understand about this. You can drive speed. Some I think 40 km per hour by staying side on the slowly and steady. Now try to shift vehicle weight from one side and another side. As this car early, do not try hastily fast. Avoid the car spinning out. A warm vehicle hook bearing a precious big deal. If you let it go along enough, the wheel the wheel can literally fall off while you are driving. That could it deliberately while driving could be caused catastrophic accident that put your life and another life and the risk. I can example this one. If you have family sit on the car, if the bearing like this, you must replace. You cannot wait because it's important for human being in the car. The same family, the same human being in the car. Replace the bearing. Luckily, bearing are not difficult to replace. Almost modern. While vehicle use their boost in the press bearing in the right tool. Can you performance replace? Right tool replace. Right to this one replace. Pressure 5 ton, pressure 10 ton, pressure 20 ton. You can replace. You can performance replace by yourself. Park your car or safety. Security wheel also you can replace. If you a mechanic, for my suggestion, if you a mechanic as me, you can replace yourself. If you not understand about the ABS sensor, you not understand about this brake, about this one, you not understand why then here rotation. You must be careful replace because it's not easy, but easy for them, for they are work in mechanic. So for me, I suggest like this: you must take action. If you fail bearing, the car can lock immediately for the driver. So most modern wheel bearing are sealed and to good reason. If a dirty brick or another contamination get into the bearing, it could reduce lubricant and increase friction. It is too hot and there are too much grease in the bearing. They could start to lock up and grin. Grin. So we must fix. We must repair. We must do like this because it's bad. It's damage. The car is not body, but damage the live in the car. Some driver, some passenger is very important. Thank you for watching. I want to share my experience like this. I suggest if the bearing back, so how that the temporary feedback wheel bearing grease on the way to temporary fit them make fit bearing to back, add more grease to them. They will have reduced the amount of the friction heat that they are exposed. You think that is not permanent fit? You must replace. You must replace. I can take more to you. Listen here. Here like this. So then for me easy replace 30 minutes 30 minutes an hour 3 of this one easy. For you is not easy, must take action. So you understand about my knowledge, because of the person live in the world, man must think about the quality of life. You understand what I mean? We not sell the money, but the life that what happened in our family. So you must think us there. We are human beings, we must think us there. We must clever. We must understand about this. So, thank you for watching. Thank you so much.